up, girl? Are you up? Okay, I don't understand anything. You have to first wake up. It's never gonna happen because it literally felt forever, but we are finally out of the house. He's with me, my other little one is also with me, and we are walking to the kindergarten. Today the little ones will have the forest walk, so well prepared, shoes ready for the big walk. So one kid less. The daughter is in the kindergarten. And yeah, the weather is kind of okay. I need to get outside of the house, and as long as I am already, we're gonna go and buy something. We are out of eggs and bananas. That is our mission right now. We are done with the shopping. Some groceries have been purchased, so that is taken care of. We decided to stop at the little gardens so that the little one, he has been up literally since 5 o'clock, and even earlier, before 5 he woke up, and he has been up and around. He has had breakfast, we have done the groceries. And now after this walk, if he's not gonna knock out, I don't know what's gonna knock him out for real. Yeah, let me have my breakfast. I just feel I need it today. I avoid drinking energy drinks because this is no. I have had an addiction before, and I'm like really trying not to drink it. When it's really bad day, I might yet have one. But I'm drinking a lot of coffee now instead. I don't know what's even better, but I feel like today I need to do anything that to make me feel a little bit like happy or something, because I don't know how I'm gonna make through the day, for real. And the other thing that might just make me happy is the cinnamon roll. Hey guys, I have to be completely honest with you. I have been missing you. Like for real, I feel like time is going on, and I have been having several attempts of making the videos during these 2 weeks or so, I think. I have really, God is my witness, I really tried my best. I would start a video and then like basically my little one is now really, again, we are constantly sick, constantly, and that is mainly because of our environment in the apartment. As I said before, we are having some problems here, and we need to change the apartment as soon as possible. So my little one is sleeping now. I don't know how much of this video I will be able to share, because all those attempts, I have been like planning. I was sitting down and I had like a plan, what I want to talk about, what I want to show, and how it's gonna go. and I realized that it every time just fails and the time is going on. And I said, no, let me just sit down, and what I will be able to share with you, that's what I'm going to share with you. So let's just randomly, I'm going to show you what I have come across. So I have been trying to, okay, before I jump into what I have made and my patterns that I have, not my patterns, but the patterns that I have tried out and how it have gone for me. I wanted to also share that I have signed up for my first market, which is definite. You know, I have a confirmation. I have to pay the invoice. Like, everything is there. This is going to be on the March 2nd and 3rd, 2 days in a nearby city. And it's kind of a freaking exciting and scary at the same time, because this is going to be my first outdoor market. And I have been only like to 2 proper markets, and they were both like indoors. I didn't need to buy anything. Like, I just bring my stuff and sell it, like only the decorations, like tablecloth and stuff like that. So I didn't need to buy tables, tents, or whatsoever. Now this outdoor event requires me to have all this. So I'm already having a very like hard financial situation, but now I guess you don't say hard, but like difficult financial situation. But I'm still in addition to that, I'm trying to get step by step some of the things that I need. So when I was signing up for the event, one of the questions was, of course, how much space do I need? And I was like, whoa, I need to look into the tents. I guess that is what I have to start with. So I checked on Amazon, and the first ones that popped out was 3 to 3 meters. And then I saw there's 3 to 4.5 meters, and that was the 2 choices that I wanted to choose from. But first things first, the biggest one, the bigger one was like at once 100 plus euros more expensive. And I thought, uh-oh, this is my first year going to the markets in the first place. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't want to invest too much. No, I will better go with the cheaper one for now. And the second thing, I was like, okay, now after a longer break that I have been like crocheting maybe more actively, I can still fill in that tent. But like, let's say in the middle of the summer, when I maybe have had few markets in a row or something, where is the guarantee that I will be able to fill all that space with the toys, right? There's no guarantee whatsoever. So I said, okay, 3 to 3 meters. I have not yet bought a tent. I'm planning to do it this month. Of course, I don't have any other choice. Like, this month I have to buy it. And I was wondering, maybe you can suggest any that is like not too expensive, but at the same time like a company, like which brand makes pretty sturdy good tents. So I would really appreciate for that. Then in addition to that, I have ordered a table, and I have gotten it. Unfortunately, I was not at home by the time they were bringing it, so I had to bring it all the way from that shop where I picked it up to home, because I don't have the car here, and my hubby's not around, so I had to bring it myself. Good that there's a bus, but still, from the bus stop to the home, I thought I'm gonna literally die there halfway. But well, nevertheless, it is downstairs. I have not even opened the box, so I don't know even how the table looks like. But as soon as my kids are going to be all feeling good, and they're going to resume back to kindergarten and daycare and everything, I really want to take the table upstairs, or even at best, when I get the tent as well, maybe try and just ask my hubby to take me somewhere. He has a workplace where it's like a lot of space. Maybe I can just find a small corner where I can set it all out to see how it actually looks like. If I am able to build the tent by myself, and how can I just set everything, because I feel like I need one more table a bit smaller, because I bought 180 table, and yeah, so that I have space by the sides. But I want to have a smaller one, like 120 maybe. That would make like a corner. But apart that, I also have this like a flower stand on 3 levels that I bought some time ago. It's like on the ground that you would set it in 3 levels. And then you have also one more where you can hang something like my doilies or something. I could hang out there. I'm going to show you when it comes to that, but just I'm letting you know. And what I have already in the basement, so I could actually try and use that one. The only problem to all of this is that I have no idea how we're going to carry it all the way there, because despite us having now a car, this is still a small car. Like, we are 5 people. If we are all going, like when I was going to the markets, which were indoors, and I just brought my stuff and chair and like lamps and shelves, and that's it, it was already fully loaded. It was literally, there was almost no space for us all. So imagine if I have to add up these shelves, the table and the tent. I don't know if we can manage it. And if it's Saturday, we have to definitely take the little ones with us. I don't know, or maybe I will use the train and meet him there, and then he can just like have more space in the car. I don't know, we have to really like think it through how to manage the whole logistic part. So but basically it has been like, now I'm kind of cooled off because I have already like planned more or less everything. But before then, like a whole 2 weeks, I was just like sleeping and thinking about how I would like how do I set the whole thing, how do I present myself, how do I present my toys, like going in my head, how do I want it to look like. And it was like really driving me crazy. So but now I'm kind of cooled off. I have rethought all over and over again. Now I'm kind of calmed down. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna crochet now as much as I can, because I really do not crochet as much as I should, because I'm looking for another markets apart this one. This is the only one that is actually confirmed. I have actually 2 found for the April. One is in like a indoors in like a car sale place. I'm not very sure, because I think it's just like, it's like a creative market, and I'm feeling like that is not going to be exactly an event for the children, and who are my most important customers. Like, they are children, and if they don't have things to do there, I don't know if they're going to be there so many. So, and if it would be only for Sunday, it would be okay. But like if it's 2 days to carry all that stuff for, I don't know if it's worth it. Let me see how that goes. And I have another one, a garden market, like flowers in garden. I thought I could make a lot of these daisy fellows and maybe other like spring type of things that, I don't know. I don't see myself there, but who knows? Maybe it's also a possibility to sell the plushies there. Let me see what I can come up. But now the first thing I wanted to try finding something for the end of February, and there was one place, but they were full by the time I wrote to them. So so I'm not going to even stress myself. Let me just spend all of the February making toys. Now, let me share something. I need to share something, because I have not done much, but I have done something. I need to share. Let me start with the coolest thing that I have done. Wait. So the first thing that I want to share with, I wanted to leave it for the dessert, but okay, let me just start with it, because I really don't know at what point the little one is going to wake up. And then I have to start making some food. Oh, and it's already 12, and I need to pick my youngest one from the kindergarten by 2. So let's concentrate. Let's focus. I have been dying to try to make a dragon. Like, you know, I have been mentioning it before. You know, I'm like a dreamer. I like to fantasize. I like to, you know, live in this kind of a dreamy world of fairy tales and like fantastical magical creatures. You know, I feel like I would want to disappear in such a world at some point. But yeah, and then I was thinking I definitely want to make a dragon one day, because, you know, it's nice to be like making the same things over and over, like 100 bees and 100 buddies and over and over, some simple or not that simple, but still like repetitive patterns. And then you kind of want to have to challenge yourself, try something new, try something more serious, like, or I don't know how to even call it, just something bigger, maybe something else. So I had this dragon pattern that I saw on Etsy. Here, this is the pattern that I'm talking about. I have been looking at it, and it has been for months now in the basket. But I have been telling you I'm broke, so I said no, I'm not gonna buy it for now because I have to work on my inventory. I have to work on the things that I have to make for the market. With my speed, I have to work and work. So I don't have time to be now buying new patterns. I have the patterns here on Instagram that I'm trying, everything that is for free. Let me try that first out. But I have been having it on a basket, and then I saw it Crochet by Jana that she has been trying it as well, and I was, oh, I want it too. I want to try it too. And I was like, it looks very pretty, right? So, and the other day, it was like every morning when I open my email and I see the newsletter from Pinterest, I would like, oh, be strong, Xanda, be strong. You can do that. You can just not click on any new patterns and you can just ignore the letter. And there one day, there he is sitting there, a white, beautiful dragon, free pattern. And I'm looking at it and it looks kind of, well, maybe not the same, but like it has some like resemblance to that dragon, which is there on Etsy. And I was, I need to get it. Is it really for free? Like, can it be really for free? So I did get it. I opened it. I clicked on it. I opened it. And guess what? It's a free pattern and everything is there as it is. You can actually make your own dragon, at least if you are someone who has never made one and you just want to like give it a try and see how it goes and see if you like making one. So you can try with this one. This is worth trying. So I made mine. Let me just show you what I made here. Please don't judge me. I know it's not perfect and it does look weird. Like on the same day, I sent the photos to my mom saying, here's what I have made. I didn't write anything. I just sent her a photo. And then she was like, who is that? I don't like it. What kind of a face is that? What is it? Is it a monster? It's a dragon? It's a what? So, and I was like, thank you very much, Mommy. Thank you for the lovely support. That's very nice of you. So, but I understand that maybe it doesn't look that good because I was not, there is a little written in the pattern that you have to do the like face shaping. I have never done that before and I'm kind of like, I understand the idea, but I have not been doing it yet. And so maybe it should be maybe more inside or something, but I don't want to do that. I don't, it's okay. So I made a little longer tail. I was hoping it's going to be not longer, but it is what it is. Everything I like from this pattern, like really everything I like except the legs. The legs look like, especially if you look from this side, looks like a kind of creepy thing. But I think in the pattern is differently. The legs are supposed to be like this somehow. Then maybe it would look a little bit better. But I didn't use it. I don't know. I was like already 3 days in a row working on this, and then my conscience was telling me, "Oh, come on, you have to stop doing this thing." So I was like, quickly, just let me add it somehow and be done with it. So maybe that is the reason why it looks a little bit weird. But other than that, anyway, the legs look like taken from some teddy or bunny, and it's not like dragon legs or something. I don't know. So other than that, pattern is perfect. So one more thing I wanted to add up. So I used Baby Snuggle 4mm hook. I have stuffed it very hard, so it's kind of it's not like very, it's soft because of the yarn that is used, but it's not like something that would cuddle you back in return. Like you can cuddle it, but it will not like cuddle you back. But the worst part was this pink yarn, because that is not a Baby Snuggle. That is the yarn that this German brand that I have been telling you in my previous videos about, which I like. It's very silky and nice, but I don't know what was wrong with it. It was shedding so badly that literally everything that is here, I was like trying to attach like 3 times. It would just break. It would not be possible to sew it. It was like a nightmare. I will never use it for such detail sewing anymore, this yarn. So but other than that, I think my first attempt is pretty okay. But apart this, there's this other girl on Instagram that I have noticed, and I believe most of you have, who is making these Loch Ness monsters, the big cuddly monsters that are so sweet and wonderful, and they have this fuzzy yarn. I'm just like super happy that this girl has come up with something. She looks so young and she has already created her own like creature, to her own liking, to her own imagination, and looks absolutely wonderful. The only thing that I checked it, and I saw it, the Crochet by Jenna. She also made these, and I thought, she's going into dragons, and I feel like I need to. And I was like thinking, let me check it out on Etsy, this Loch Ness Monster, and almost had a heart attack seeing the price there. I said, no, if I cannot afford that other one, then this one I'm definitely not going to be able to afford. But I know that one day I'm going to definitely buy that pattern, but not now, with all the situation I'm having. But I was really curious to see how this fuzzy yarn would work. I have never worked with such, and I was wondering, is it really like this, like also soft and like so cuddly or something? So the other day I was in a craft shop. I was not looking for that. I was not even thinking about the dragon. I wanted to check a yarn for a chicken. I still don't have proper yarn for the chicken. And I thought to myself, maybe I can find something else. I was like looking there, and I came across this yarn which just got my attention at once. Look at this yarn. Even now when I feel it, it feels like holding like something, like a cloud. I don't know how it is to feel a cloud, because most likely you can't feel it, but this is how it feels like. You don't feel it, but it is there. It's so super soft, light. But it's pretty thin, right? It's pretty thin. Like, I wanted to try another one based on the same pattern, but not with a 4mm hook, to try making it bigger, like with a 5mm hook or something. And I was like, well, this one is definitely not even 4mm. You have to use like maybe 2.5, maybe 3. But then it's going to be smaller. And how is it going to look like? Is it going to close? Like, how is it going to be to work with the stitches? So obviously I figured out that I need to add some other yarn to make it more like secure, like more sturdier, because it's not very strong. When you pull it, it can break. Not like at once, but it can break if you pull it a little bit too harder. So what I was thinking is that I remembered, like, if you check my, I think the 15th episode of my diary in here, I was visiting a friend in a central Germany here, and there was I was walking there in the old town. I filmed there that I found the little yarn shop, and I got something there, and I got myself I think I have already taken everything away, but let me just show what I have. Like this kind of a yarn. It's a fine velvet chenille yarn, very like fine velvet. It's not like baby snuggle, which is thicker, but very like thin. It requires really, I once tried making something from it, and I think I used like, I don't think even 2mm. It was so like, it's very like thin to work with. And I thought, why don't I put these two strands together, like this strand and this strand together, and like make a proper, like thicker, like sturdier yarn, which would not obviously break so easily. And guess what? With 5mm hook, it is perfect. It is literally perfect. So this is what I did, and I tried making the same kind of a dragon, but it's not yet finished. I'm gonna show you what I have made. I'm so sorry. So sorry about that. So I made another one, but I have made the face, I have made the horns and the ears, but there are no wings, no spikes, and the tail, the spike on the tail. But I'm like really thinking of not making it to be like a land dragon with wings, but to make it with the flips, like a water dragon. Like, I was thinking about this Loch Ness Monster. Maybe I could try and figure out some fins how to make. So that is what I'm thinking about, and then have spines on the back. So let's check it out, what I have made so far. Like, just wait, just don't say anything at once, just like absorb it. Look how freaking different and awesome looks this whole yarn. What kind of a the texture and everything. It feels super nice. It's absolutely wonderful. The head and everything is a little bit slightly bigger than the one I have made. Like, if you compare them both, like the face is at once more bigger, but other than that, it's not that big. So I didn't stuff it that fully and hardly than the first one. so it's a little bit like like you can actually squeeze it more. Look at those ears. And the horns, I used only the one yarn. I put it into 2 strands, so it's also would stay like 5mm size, but I didn't add up the fluffy yarns. I want to use the same thing and put the spikes as well, and then add up some fins. I'm not gonna definitely finish it up and show you in this video, but I hope and I pray that I will finish it by the next time I speak with you. So yeah, this is something I have done. I'm super excited and I can't wait to actually like finish it. I have like, it has been lying now for some time around, but I thought maybe if I show you, I would get like courage to resume back to it and like work on it. And I absolutely love this yarn kind of a thing. I think I should work more on something like this. This fuzziness gives completely another level of them, of how you feel it, how it looks like. So then the other thing that I have been seeing lately on Instagram was the snail with a heart. Like looking at it. I'm not like a fan of it, but I thought, I don't know why I even tried. I thought it could be a quick project. Let me just give it a try. And I don't know why, but I made the heart with a smaller hook than the body. And I thought it would be okay. And when I made it, I realized it would not be. And let me show you why. So this is the snail. Complete nonsense. It looks so ridiculous in the face. I did make the horns a little different. They have these antennas, right? So, and in the pattern it was like a little bit different. I don't know, it looks like llama for me if I look at it. But the thing is that you see the heart is quite smaller, and therefore it like the head like goes like this. It requires a bigger heart, then it would be looking more better. So yeah, that one I didn't work. I don't like it, so I'm not gonna even, I gave it to my little one, let him play with it or something. Yeah, but the idea otherwise is good. I just like, I guess, need to be more accurate and try it again with a one size hook for everything. Now the other thing I'm very, very happy about that I made, I was like, I was not giving a big hope on it, but I knew that some of you have been making, because it's also a pattern, the free pattern on Instagram. And I was like, I don't know, I have like second doubts about it, the way I look, should I try, should I not? I'm so glad that I tried, because it's freaking awesome. And the only thing that you have to trust the process. When you make the body, this white body, which doesn't have any like normal, just look like white something, I was like giving up. Well, seriously, is it gonna turn into that cute looking ducky in the picture? It doesn't look good. But when you add up all the details, so let me just show you how it looks like. So this is my little ducky. Look at it. Some people ask me if it's a penguin, but I would like just what penguin. It's a ducky, but it does have a little penguin vibe, to be honest. I like that this can be like taken off, and you can like take it over the head and take it off, and for the kids might be nice, some girl to be playing with it, like taking it off and on. So the hat is sewed, of course, and it's all good. I don't think, I have not even tried, maybe it should be also left like this, and then the kid can also play with the hat, but I don't think it would stand so good on it. It will be falling off. Other than that, look at this cute guy. It looks freaking awesome. So the other thing that I tried making on Instagram, because you kind of get addicted to these patterns that are for free popping out on Instagram. You're like, you know, it's something completely new to me, and it's so just tempting to just give it a try, because you know it's not going to be something very long time consuming, and you can just really sit down and just make something small, cute, and you know, just add it up to your inventory for the market. So, and everybody's now making these dinos, and I have not made even one proper dinos, especially with this no sew technique. This one does require sewing though, but I thought, let me give it a try. Let me just give it a try. And I did try, but guess what? They are both I made actually 3, but I can't find the third one. The first one is not complete. None of them is complete. None of them. Well, like I made this one, this chubby, And guess what is missing there? Guess what is missing there? The legs, right? The big legs by the side. So by the way, this is the pattern, so just so you know. Yeah, added up the tail, the spikes. When you don't add up the tail and the spikes, because I have one like this, it does look so ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. But once you add up those spikes and like the tail to it, it turns into something more like dinosaur-like. This one doesn't have legs because I don't have any more this kind of a color. I don't know, maybe somewhere, but I can't find it yet. I'm gonna see if I can finish it up, but I can't find the same kind of a color again. This one does have everything what needs to for it to be made, except my time. I don't know. I have not finished it, so I'm gonna finish them because I think because there are so many of these dinos, and I would like to these kind of a size, so I will most likely would like to have some bunch of them as well with me to the market. So yeah, they look quite adorable, right? Kind of a interesting looking. I was like also skeptical. I was thinking, oh, everybody's making, but do they look like really like dinosaurs? But when you start making them, you kind of fall in love with the thing you make, right? You're like, you blow in some kind of a life or personality in them when you work with them. Yeah, and you fall in love with them. So now, another thing that I'm kind of excited about, what I have made within this time. If you remember my previous video about amigurumi, I was sharing you that I made some order in Temu and ordered some kind of a very thick blanket yarn. So here it is. Let me just show you. I don't have any like that I have not started to use. So, and there was anyway no information with them. They were just like in a plastic bags and that's it. So it's very thick. It's very kind of sturdy. I have never worked with such. I actually needed 8mm hook to work with it. But you know what happened? I don't know how, but the hook has disappeared. I was trying to make the video and my little one was around, and since that evening I don't have that hook anymore. I don't know where he has put it, though I don't remember that he was taking it. I know it's going to pop out somewhere at some point, but I need to find if I have any other 8mm hooks. I don't think so, but so now I had 7 colors in total that I bought, 7 skeins. They're 100 grams, but as they're very thick, you know, they're not so much what you can do, like really small things, or you have to combine them with something. So first things first, I had this light kind of a brown color. Where is that even? Wait, I had this very light brown color skein, and I was looking for the yarn for my chicken, right? So I made one. It's a little bigger, obviously, than the 5mm hook that I use for the baby snuggle. So, and I thought, how can I make another one so that at least I have 2 chicken from one skein? And guess what? There was not enough yarn for the second. It was like a little bit more than a half, and the skein was finished. So I have left this one. Let me see if I can I will finish with that, and that will be 1 chicken. And then there was this brown yarn that is like in the middle of nowhere. What am I supposed to do with it now? And I had I'm so very sorry. As I said, I'm still sick. And and I had this bright yellow color as well. And I thought, what if I try and make a bee? You know, everybody loves bees, and I have not made one for a very long time. I just feel like making a bee. So in one evening, I just sat and I started making the bee, and it turned like a very big bee. It's my biggest bee that I have ever made, a jumbo size bee, or how you call it. So very big. I feel like eyes could have been bigger, but that's the biggest one I've got, 14mm size eyes. So it's the way it is. And look what she has on the at her bottom. Yeah, I found where to add up the handmade button. Yeah, the big wings. So absolutely love how it has turned out. So I used almost all the yellow yarn. Maybe there was a little bit left, like a very little. Like this one is what is left after making a bee. So, and obviously I used all of the brown. I even this strip was longer, which I left for sewing the chicken. I had to use a little bit to be able, because I had left like 6 stitches or so, and I didn't have any more yarn, so I had to cut off from here a little bit. I hope it will be enough to finish the chicken, but it should be. So to make this bee finished, after making it, I realized I feel like I need another bee, and guess what I did? I used the pink and purple combination and made another bee, another jumbo size bee, the same way, with the buttons in the back. Like everything the same, just that different color combinations. So the purple one I still have like pretty lot, and the pink one is almost gone. I have a very little piece left for maybe some blushes on some amigurumi, and that's it. And I was about to make the third bee because I have like this one still, and I have and I have light blue, and it would have been beautiful bee, because I thought this one is like for a girl, this one is like a regular bee, and this one would be like some for boy maybe more. But then I thought, why not try and make a turtle, because using such a big hook, it would allow me to make like a bigger turtle from the pattern that I've got. So as usual, I'm using this kind of patterns, which is very nice, and I like working with it. And yeah, and the thing is that I have made the body, I have made the whole body, I have made the shell. You know how I like the shell, always the last row I make with a reversed single crochet. I don't make the tails separately. I would crochet them as I go, because I don't see the reason why to make a separate item, because it's just a tail, it's just a tinsy wincy something there hanging there in the back of it. Besides, it's so hard to attach with this big yarn. I'm telling you, to work with such a big hook size hook is very hard. For me, it was really, my hands were completely and utterly tired. And besides, this one is like, it's soft and everything, but it's not that flexible as a baby snuggle. I don't know, it's more bendier and easier to work with baby snuggle than this one. But yeah, and that is when I lost the 8mm hook that I had, and I can't make the head of the turtle, because I guess you noticed there's no head of this. So I don't know, if I find it somewhere in my chaos around the house, I will of course finish it, but for now it's a headless turtle. So I still have left a little bits and pieces, so I'm thinking, or if I can maybe make another turtle, most likely, because I have 2 bees, maybe I could make another bee as well. Maybe from this one I can make one more chicken, so I would have 2 chicken, like one like vanilla, or like yeah, creamy white and brown. So yeah, this is what I still have left over from this big bulky yarn ordered from Temu. Another thing that I want to show you is already something that I showed you in my last video. The daisy fellows, remember the daisy buddies, fellows, or how you call them. I don't know why I felt like I need to add up the nose. I don't know if it looks worse or bad, but I just made one, and I thought, let me just make for all of them and be done with that. I added up the button, handmade with love. I think it looks so adorable just to have this kind of a little signature to the things that you make. Obviously you would not put it on everything, like for example these small dinosaurs. It will be like ridiculous to add a whole button to it, because I don't have them so many. But for the bigger size items like this, especially if you know that they might be like a decorational elements more, it's nice to add it, I think. And guess what? I made 1, 2, and 3. Altogether 3 fellow daisy buddies. I have one more which has already all the petals. I just need to combine and make one, so I would have 4. And then I'm eager to try finally the other color combinations, which I want to try the sunflower and then different other colors. But for now I have only 3. Besides, I had made 2, and as I don't write what size of the hook have I been using, then these guys are much bigger than this one, because which makes me think that this one is made with a 5mm hook and this one is 4.5. So yeah, write down things. If you can't remember, you have to write down. Even if you think you remember, you still have to write down, because most likely you will not remember anyway. So that is a lesson to learn. In my last video, I was also asking if you can share some pattern for the stingrays. So remember I was making these kind of whales, and I felt like I also want that my stingray would have the bottom white and the blue upper part. And you gave me the link. I even tried doing it, and I don't know, I didn't go with it. I don't feel like it's something that I would want to sell. I don't know, like it looks good on the video, I guess, but it's not you can see that it's like, maybe if I would wanted to make it for my kids to play at home, it would be okay, but if I would want to sell it, I'm like doubting about it. Therefore, I did try still that free pattern that I said, in one color, like in one piece, no sew. I absolutely love it. It's so easy to work with it, and yeah, this is what it turned out. I added up these small details because the whales have it, and I thought, let me just add up some small detail to these guys too. I have a little strands on the belly to like, and yeah, I have made 1, I made 2, I made 3, I may have 4, and I just have this tendency of holding them by the tails because it's so cool. I imagine to hang them like that somewhere on the stand. So another free pattern that I tried on Instagram was the hippo pattern, that was popping out a lot. And I made 1. I'm not sure about it. I mean, yeah, well, it's a hippo, but like, you know how I like to add up always some little detail. Like, for example, if I make a whale, yeah, it's cool, but let me add up some detail, and I feel like it's mine, like I have added some little thing of mine, because I'm not yet at that point where I could like be making my own patterns or designing something. No, I can't do that. But like this one, I don't know what I even can add up like to it. Some ribbon around the neck, but then it means like for more the girls, something, if it's a pink one or something. What can I put, like some, I don't know what I can put to it to make it like more interesting. Other than that, it's just a hippo. But I might make some couple of more just to have it. You never know. Maybe there are some kids who likes to have something like that. And then another thing that I have tried are the bunnies. One bunny pattern. I don't know what to think about this pattern because it looks embarrassing, I think, in a way. I don't know, it's not embarrassing, it just look kind of funny, ridiculous. Remember in my last video, so actually those ones who are watching me for the first time, you have to go and watch the previous video because it like somehow, goes along with what I'm saying now. I was telling that I want to have this dwarf bunny kind of but I don't have money to buy it on the Etsy, and there's so many different patterns and I don't know which one to choose from. So, and I was looking for something that I could give it a try as well to make, and then I saw these ones, this specific pattern, and it was for free, and I thought, let me just give it a try. The pattern is all good, but they look kind of weird. I don't know if I can look at them. It would be nice if you could just let me know in my comment section that what do you think about them? How does it look like? At least mine. What do you think of them? I want to say that the first one I made, I was working with a 5mm hook, and only by the end of the pattern I realized that they're supposed to be safety eyes to be put somewhere, and I didn't add them. Therefore, I embroidered them, and it was not... It looks like a chubby, Asian-looking bunny. I don't know, I'm sorry, that's what it looks like. He looks angry with the whole world. I don't know, big, and... I don't know. And these ones, I a little bit changed I don't remember what I changed, but I did something different. And they were supposed to be like made a small ball, I guess, in the end. I thought, no, it's too hard, I don't want to be, let me just add up like this kind of a thing, white, the same way as the legs, just shorter. Yeah, but the face, and I showed it to my daughter, and the daughter said, that is complete nonsense, you should not be making such anymore. But I couldn't resist, and I thought, no, let me give it a try and use the safety eyes. I changed to 4mm hook, I think. Yeah, it looks quite smaller. So, and it has the safety. I don't know why I had the temptation to make bigger ears, or did I not? It's hard to say. Maybe more or less the same. So I made another one. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I don't know. I have a complete double feelings. I feel like I'm not gonna make any of them more. I take these two, let them be next to each other. Maybe due to the Easter factor, could they be like be bought? Maybe, I don't know. Other than that, they look completely and utterly silly. So I'm gonna stop now. I think I have shared everything that I quickly could share possibly with you. Yeah. Even if I don't post the videos for some time, please do not think that I have forgotten about this. I've made like already this far, and I still have to continue, and I do want to continue. And yeah, you know, guys, I do talk with you all the time in my head when I'm like sometimes around. I think, oh, let me just pop out my phone and just switch on the camera and just like make a small video or something just that I can later share with you. So I'm there. I'm still like with you guys. Yeah, when I do not show for too long, you go check on my Instagram, because there I'm like more active. Or I have now also made an account in TikTok. And I have not ever been there. I was like avoiding the whole TikTok thing because I think it's a complete jungle. And when I said to my daughter, my teenage girl, she said, "Don't go inside there. What would you be doing in TikTok? You know, there's crazy things going on there." But I keep hearing that other people are also, you know, who are crocheting, they would put the videos there too. So I like that on TikTok you have these good templates which you don't need to bother yourself with video editing, and does everything for you already. So it's kind of cool place to make the small videos to advertise your things. Yeah, and what I realized the most, that all this media, the social media, does require a lot of time. One could not have imagined that, you know, just what you kind of look at in the end of the, you know, day, and scrolling on the video on your phone, or just watching on the TV, you think, what's the big deal? You know, somebody's just sitting there talking, or somebody's just made something and he just snaps it and is done. That actually takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of like thinking before you post or say something. That it's very time consuming. Maybe it's not hard, but it's time consuming, and you know, you want to do everything nicely, and when you do nicely, it does require a lot of time. So therefore, if I'm not showing up, you know, either my kids are sick, I'm maybe torn apart, among other things, but I'm there, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna share what I have done, because I need you guys. Okay? Don't forget that. Till then, take care of yourselves, and see you soon. Bye. Now, young man, excuse me for disturbing you. I have a very serious conversation with you right now. Why did I find my crocheting hook in the dirty laundry basket? By the dirty undies and sockies of my daughter did I find this lying around. Hello? I know that I didn't put it in there. So I know that you did, and now you want to do it with your dirty hand. I have told you so many times, you eat with the spoony, not with the hands. Yeah. I keep finding, I still cannot find my 8mm crocheting hook, which I wanted to make the bee and turkey.